And the world is not large to our children anymore. Through the use of technology, our children can see children from around the world, life around the world. Certainly parents monitor television, but even when you look at our commercials, there's a great deal of exposure at a much earlier age, and we want to help them process that information. And while as educators we introduce a variety of ways in which to process information, no one replaces the parent. The parent is the earliest teacher, the most important teacher for our children. And so helping them to start early on talking with children about some of these challenging topics that in past generations might not have been talked about until high school, the children are being exposed at an earlier age. I had the opportunity to work with Apollo and the other people from the organization that talked with us about health. The children saw how important it was to us to raise this issue early on. And while I'm sure it might have been a little unusual to some people to think about 5-year-olds hearing about choices other than drinking as a way to socialize, I feel that the younger we start having our children understand that there are choices in life they need to make, and understanding the responsibility of that is really important. Working with our parents following that was very interesting, because there's the element of having, for example, a glass of wine with dinner is a responsible choice as opposed to drinking in excess. So when we start working with our children at a younger age, helping them look at that whole spectrum of what are my choices, and helping our parents to understand that piece as well. And we would not have had that opportunity without Century Council. I would say in education, that I never forget that the most important feature are our children, followed by our teachers. And my love will always be teaching, and I never want to step away from that element of teaching. And I think that's the biggest feature for me as a leader, to always put myself in the place of the teacher and say, how would this decision impact me as a teacher? How would it impact my children? And making sure that our children receive the best, most appropriate education that they possibly can.